Pita and welcome back to my channel once again. So today I want to share a life testimony of a missionary, Elinor Young. She was a great missionary. So without doing a let's just dive in. Elinor Young was a lady missionary. She was born in Spokane, Washington, USA on November 5, 1946. Her parents were Alfred L. and Rosada Young. Her father was a range manager there in Washington City. He used to help farmers with many aspects of their raising of cattle. And also in December 1951, Elinor contracted polio. She was diagnosed with polio when she was 5, and she was admitted in a hospital for 7 months and then spent 2 years for outpatient therapy, and she was hospitalized in Shriners Hospital several times from the ages of 9 to 14. Elinor had committed herself to finding and following the Lord's will from the age of 9. So as her physical situation improved, she eventually became interested working as a missionary overseas. After selected by RBMU, that means Regions Beyond Missionary Union, now called World Team, raising her ministry support. At the age of 27, she began her work in Korupin, also known as Kimil tribe in Irian Jaya, Indonesia. She spent 17 years in that Irian Jaya, in that remote mountain tribe. She did linguistic and translation work. She analyzed and learned the Khmer language and began translating the Bible into their language. But of necessity, she did various types of medical works. She used the SSB radio to communicate with her friends and mission leaders, as well as for air traffic with MAF, that means Missionary Aviation Fellowship. And also she used the link through small Cessna aircraft with the outside world to get supplies and many more other things. These formerly Stone Age people were transitioning for a better economy to using currency. So Elinor was inevitably an economic consultant as well. So in 1991, with her translation work far completed, she got a major PPS, that means post-polio syndrome attack, and her condition deteriorated for some time, precluding any hope for returning to minister in Irian Jaya. So, and also by late 1991, she could walk only a few feet, and she needed a respirator 18 hours out of 24 with no more than 4 consecutive hours free from it. And she also struggled through thick brain chronic fatigue, and also she needed pain relievers and sleep aids. Then near the end of 1996, she did receive help through treatment by Futures Unlimited Company, and she improved to a point that she began ministry for other polio victims. And also she was so thankful to God that for allowing her this new freedom. And she wrote in 1998, she wrote, "Yes, I'm enjoying to the hilt my new greater level of my strength and health. I relish the ability it gives to me to be involved in the kinds of things I was made for. I thrill at the prospect of fulfilled dreams." In time, Elinor became more involved in various types of stateside ministries with World Team. Even though she is officially retired because of her disability, but she remains as an active energy will allow. And also, she loves mentoring future missionaries and editing the great magazines, kids magazines, and also she loves helping the God's people to catch their passion for God's word for this world. In March 2010, she made a return trip to Irian Jaya, now called Papua, Indonesia, to attend the Testament of Korupin Nationals, which her colleague Rosakid and some Korupin Nationals have finished the translating. Based on what we have seen of her life so far, we believe that Elinor will continue to serve the Lord as far He allows her this energy, and He gives her energy and strength and health He gives her. And also she continued to be an inspiration for many in small or great way, had an impact on others, and also she wants to spread the gospel. She wants to spread the love of Christ to every people in the very ends of the earth. What we have seen of her life so far, we understand one thing. She has a limitation, she has her own weakness, but God doesn't see it as a weakness or as a limitation. but He did use that for His glory. We may have our own weaknesses, our own limitations, our own disappointments and discouragements, but God doesn't see that as a limitation to use us for His glory. But He uses our weaknesses, our limitations for His glory and bless us. And also don't be discouraged thinking about your weaknesses, but trust God. He will use your weakness and limitation for His glory and will bless you and will make you a blessing for many nations.